You know what that means? Miss Kim, let me know if you can hear me. Yeah. All right, Priscilla. Let me know if you can hear me, ladies. We just gonna do this like we on the phone and how we do and whatnot. Yeah. It's about that time. Truth Seeker. Welcome back, love. Good to see you. Thanks for the emails, by the way. One of my secret weapons right here. Guess not so much a secret right anymore. Taking it slow and easy. How y'all doing tonight, by the way? So I have Miss Issa on the screen. If you come to Shot of Love, you know why. But I thought I'd leave it up in the beginning. It was already up here from Sunday because it's a big message. It was about being true to yourself, living out loud, not worrying about other people's judgment, not being feared or not having fear for other people's judgment and all of that. She said, my life changed when I focused on what I was good at, what I liked most about myself, and what made me stand out. Yeah, that's how we like it. That's how we want to be every day. It's a journey, though. A marathon, not a sprint. Thank you, Kim, for giving me that green light. All right. Let's just. Oh. I lost my whole screen for a second. My life flashed right in front of me. But let's make this broadcast official.
God is dawn. Like and subscribe. Comment some night. Love in this light. This God is dawn. God is dawn. God is dawn.
Oh, well, dang it. And I just realized my Bluetooth is still on, which I don't like to record with that on for whatever reason. I feel like it's bad luck. I don't even like saying that, but let me take that off. But yeah, how's everybody doing, man? It's been a few days. I know on my end, life is good. Come to Shot of Love and find out why. Miss Della, welcome back. Oh, yeah. Giving out bells tonight. Feeling good. Even though I had a scare. I did. We'll get into that. But yeah, peace world. Welcome or welcome back. I'm Goddess Dawn, back live here on this Wednesday, May 5th, 2021. Made it another day. It's a blessing. And I'm coming to you from LA, Los Angeles. Let me not leave that out. Cannot not rep my city. Life is once again moving forward in the city of angels. And I do truly believe it too, that LA is the city of angels. Another topic for another day, though. Let's get tonight's show cracking. Thank you as always for being here, especially my warriors in the chat. What's up, my long grazers out there in the bushes, of course. And a special thank you to my replay warriors for coming back again and again. Don't forget to like, comment, and share while you're here. Spread love. Yeah, spread the love. Speaking of love, shout out yet again, to my Shot of Love and my love warriors who show up for me and for themselves every Sunday at 10:40 a.m. Pacific. It's a special moment every week. And I don't keep you long, not even 15 minutes, I don't think. Yeah, that's when you can come get a shot of love for the week. Yeah, gang. So tonight, here we are again talking about what's in the news media and social media, in which sometimes they're one and the same. We'll probably find if we dig deeper that they're really all one and the same. But yet again, another topic for another day, my friends. Yeah, let us be blessed to make it. So what's on the docket for tonight? I mean, let me pull up my thumbnail. Let me remind myself what I even put out there today. Yep, there it is. So I don't know if everybody was here last week when we talked about this juror. What is his name? Let me look him up because he's back in the news. We were talking about him last time because, thank you, Miss Kim. I love you too. Yes, love all y'all. But yeah, we talked about this brother. I was like, whoa, he's, sounding pretty intelligent. He's representing the jurors, giving us some insight. I like it. But now we're getting some other information in the news. And I say in the news with a side eye. But yeah, they're talking about how he was caught, I guess, in pictures wearing Black Lives Matter wear. And of course, the defense is priming for their appeal. This is a big ticket for them, they think. What do you think? Do you think this? And let me add, they stated that he lied when questioned about affiliations of such and saying, no, he's not affiliated and he doesn't partake in all these things. When now they're saying, well, we have pictures and you look pretty guilty. Let me see if I can bring up something here. But yeah, I'm actually going to put the link in the chat. Anybody, Miss Kim, you want to come in? Anybody want to join? I don't know how Priscilla's feeling. Miss Della, what's going on? How you feeling tonight? Let me get the link. I saw Rocking with the Truth come in. Yes. What's going on? I know it's getting late. I try to do y'all a little bit of a solid today, a little bit earlier than usual on a Wednesday. Ms. Della said, no, I think no juror should have spoken until the POS was sentenced. I agree with that. Actually, I was surprised that he spoke out so soon, but I guess within all of that was within everything happening, there's celebration and people want to hear what he has to say. He was probably, thinking more of himself than the case and everything else, but yeah, here's Miss Della. You can use your avatar like me. Be like me. All right. It's up to you. Either way it goes, I appreciate you being here, and the link is there. And yeah, so we're talking about this guy. Let's get into it a little more. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. So yeah, I was saying that I had a little thing happen. So I don't know if many of you or any of you care for a family member, specifically an elderly family member. It's hard work and a lot, especially when they've gotten to where they hardly do much for themselves. Anyway, all of that to say, I'm doing more help with this family member than I usually do. And this family member is vaccinated, as is my mom, who is also a caregiver for her mom. It's her mom, my grandmother. Anyway, so I'm over there. I am doing my little shift of babysitting so my mom can do what she needs to do. I promise you, my mom came back to relieve me so I could come do this live. I swear I'm talking to her for 2 minutes. I have a mask on. I'm trying to think if she had one on or not. She's vaccinated and thinks she could just run around like it's 19. It's like it's 2019, 2018. But I swear I felt like something jumped into my throat. I promise you. You know how, have you ever felt like an instant sickness? Like all of us, like instantly, you're fine 1 minute and then boom, just like that, you feel like something got in your throat. I promise you something got in my throat right there. I felt it. It was like, I gotta go. I gotta go. I ran off and left my phone. I ran off so fast. So I wasn't able to let certain people know like I do. But anyway, I'm just saying, I don't know about that vaccine. Sometimes I kind of think, is it a weapon against the people who aren't vaccinated? Is it targeting me? I felt like something literally jumped in my throat. So I'm drinking a hot toddy, and I just had to share that because that was scary. I was thinking of all kinds of stuff, and then I had to remember who I truly am and what I'm here to do and what I'm capable of doing. Yes, I know what's going on. They can't get me. All right. Miss Kim says she's joining shortly, and she's sending us all love and positive energy. Thank you. All right. Can't let this music. Thank you. All right. So, all right, hold on. Let me pull this dude up. I'm sipping on this tea and just talking. I know y'all hear me typing. Let's see. What are we saying? Chauvin Juror, BLM. Let's see. What is this? We need a credible source. Do we want Yahoo News, MSN, The Sun, Washington Post? We'll do Washington Post. I'm going to share the screen. Mimi again. Welcome back, love. It's been a minute. Yes. Yeah, we're talking about Brandon Mitchell. That's the guy's name here, the gentleman. Oh, let me get this picture off the screen. See, this is where I'll be messing up when I make my videos. And it's been a minute. I'm a little rusty. There we go. Yeah. So again, we're talking about, what is his name again? Brandon Mitchell, who was a juror in the Derek Chauvin murder trial. And he's in a little bit of hot water. They say that a photo of Chauvin Juror wearing BLM t-shirt at a march, raises questions of impartiality, experts say. Who are these experts? So a photo that has surfaced in recent days of a juror in the murder trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin. They should just say shithead, or it could be a lot worse. I won't go there. But yeah, has prompted questions about the juror's impartiality, legal experts say. The photo shared by several news sites shows Brandon Mitchell, a 31-year-old high school basketball coach in Minneapolis, standing next to two relatives wearing a black t-shirt with a picture of Martin Luther King Jr. with the words, "Get your knee off our necks," as well as a black baseball cap with the letters BLM for Black Lives Matter. On Monday, Mitchell told the Star Tribune that the photo was posted on social media by his uncle in DC last August during the commemoration of Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech from 1963. He defended his attendance, saying it was not a march for George Floyd, according to the Star Tribune. Mitchell, who is black, is one of the 12 jurors who convicted Chauvin of murder and manslaughter in the death of Floyd on April 20th, nearly a year after the viral video of the black man pinned beneath the white officer's knee sparked protests across the country and forced a national reckoning on race and policing. Well, it continues to go on. Let's see. They're saying that efforts to reach Mitchell for comment were unsuccessful. When questioned about his attendance at the demonstration in Washington last year, Mitchell told the Star Tribune that it was an opportunity to be around thousands and thousands of Black people and to be a part of something. And that's not a crime, is it? It goes on. Some users took to social media and interpreted the photograph and Mitchell's confirmation of his attendance as sign of activism that tainted the juror's ability to be impartial during Chauvin's conviction process. Wow. Let me come back over so I can see if there are any comments. Okay. Ms. Della said he lied on the questionnaire. Okay, Ms. Della, what exactly? Okay, let me see if I can pull it up, but I want to know what the question was. They said that he was standing next to, so he was at a Martin Luther King Jr. march, standing next to his uncles wearing a BLM shirts, and he had on a hat, I think, or there was something that said, "Get your knee off our necks," too. And they're saying that he's impartial because of this. So now they're going to try to claim some type of mistrial or something. But I do want to know, what do you guys think about this? Do you think it matters? Do you think that his being black, a black man, is in itself a reason for him to feel the way that he feels? So Ms. Della is saying he stated no on many questions. Aisha Stockton, welcome back. Yes. Straight off of IG onto YouTube. But yeah, so we're talking about the juror, Brandon Mitchell. Why does that ring bells for me? Brandon Mitchell. Isn't there an actor, the one that had the drama around him? He was on The Shy. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, so let me fix this here. At least feel like I'm in the room. So yeah, so let's see what else there is on this. So it says that as a part of the jury selection, the candidates were required to fill out a 14-page questionnaire asking about a wide range of topics, including race and policing, as well as education levels, professional experience, and hobbies, in order to gather in-depth knowledge about the candidates. It also asked prospective jurors about information they had on Floyd. their opinions on the Black Lives Matter movement, and more specifically, if they had attended protests or demonstrations against police brutality. Okay, well, I don't know if a Martin Luther King Jr. celebration is a protest or a demonstration. But at the same time, I don't know if that's the only event where he attended and participated. And we're talking ever. It doesn't say, it doesn't give a date of a span of dates or a time frame. So do they mean his whole adult life or life in general? Because you could be at a protest or demonstration as a child. What if he attended as a child? It wasn't his choice. He didn't have consent. I know I'm stretching it. Okay, Priscilla, yes. He played Easy E also. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You always know all this pop culture stuff, don't you? I hear Miss Kim entering the building. All right. Yes. Well, hello.
How y'all doing?
There we go. How are you, pretty lady?
I'm good. Are you sorry I'm a little late? A few minutes late.
Oh, no worries. You know, we're not clocking in over here because
Right.
because there is no check associated with this. So let's just get that clear. She is here on her own free will. There is no bribery and no payments for showing up on YouTube.
And no co-currency and forced labor.
None of that. No NDAs. Although that's not a bad idea. I actually should have been giving out NDAs a long time ago. But another topic for another day, as I said.
It's out of love, a shot of love.
Absolutely and positively. So how you doing? How's everything going? How you feeling?
I actually feel good.
Good. Great.
Well, better than earlier. I had to go into silence.
Okay. Well, hey, you took the steps.
Yeah, I really did.
That's good. That's called self-love, baby.
Yeah.
Taking care of yourself, protecting yourself.
Yeah, I had got in my feelings.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, we do that as humans. Nothing wrong with that. You got to do that. Don't bottle those things up. They'll land you in the hospital.
I got upset yelling at the phone and the news.
You said the news?
Yeah, I was like, let me calm down. Yeah.
What was on the news that got you upset?
Hearing about what happened in Elizabeth City with Andrew Brown and
right.
they're still, as far as the law officials, disrespectful to his kids. They still won't release the body cam and they showing more footage as far as the cameras from the street lights and the neighbors' surveillance cameras or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I don't even think SWAT pull up on people like this. They should have fell off the back of that truck the way they was hitting that corner on two wheels. And just, you could see the gunfire as they're hopping off. And they talking about they was serving arrest warrants. And then the chief of the county or however it goes said they didn't even know that.
Well,
just cold-blooded murder, and they even had officers on foot that had handguns, like Billy the Kid, walking up and they bailing out the back of the truck like Jesus.
And yet they still haven't produced the footage, right? The body cam.
Yeah, and it was ordered, and they saying they don't want the officer's face exposed or badge number, so they have to do some more editing. They didn't have the family. They keep scheduling days and times. The family and attorneys been coming over 14 days, and they still haven't. They won't even open the doors at the sheriff's office, whatever you call it. And they using words like boy. They told Crump about, boy, you come to my town, and they gonna call a state of emergency. Al Sharpton spoke at the funeral and said that he heard the radio station saying, "Oh, I hope he don't come down here causing trouble." Well,
that's right, a page right out of the book. This show that I watched I think it's called The Big Sky. It's on
Okay.
network TV. It's a pretty good show. Like, but it's really out of the book of that small
Yeah.
town. These Hicks been running this town, getting away
Yeah.
with anything, killing people, trying to cover
Yeah.
everything up, all kind of nasty stuff. Well,
Yeah.
according to Yahoo News, it says Elizabeth City officials say sheriff's deputies usually notify them when serving a warrant, but didn't before fatally shooting Andrew Brown Jr. I wonder
Hmm.
why. Why didn't they serve a warrant like they usually do?
And they still haven't produced that either. They haven't produced nothing. Like to the attorneys or the family, like haven't came coughed up nothing.
Yeah, they said they usually notify us about their operation. That didn't
Hmm.
happen in the case of Andrew Brown Jr., who was fatally shot on April 21st, related to an ongoing drug case. They're saying normally, as a courtesy, they would inform. Oh, now it's a courtesy. They had to make sure to say that, though. As a courtesy, they would inform the local police that it was not done, that was not done. And they did not follow normal procedure. So was it procedure or was it a courtesy?
I
I
think
think,
right.
'cause,
Which one
you
is
know,
it?
because a courtesy is just kind of like a friendly heads up. A procedure to me is something that's in the books as a protocol, like something you have to actually go by and follow as a
Exactly.
guideline. So which one is it? Because it does make a difference. They can be
I
held accountable if it was procedure versus just a
yeah.
friendly heads up.
It
Yeah.
was even the chief of police with them. I think it's 10 officers all together. Somebody had to been on stakeout or something to know that that man was sitting in the driveway in the car. Like what if it was a child or a baby in the back seat or something? They hit that corner, honey, on the rotors, y'all, bending it and jumping out. All you see is the fire. They had AR-22, and you hear cussing. See what they didn't expect? They didn't expect for it to be publicized the way it did, and for it to be a big thing. They probably thought it was going to be like any other day. Hey, get away with it. That's what they didn't expect, and that's what I believe. And I believe it was target. He was a target. That was like personal or overkill to me. You block them in. You got the people on foot coming out like y'all over there on the war zone, and it don't make no sense. Now y'all don't want to show your face and your badge, but you showed it when you murdered them.
Well, it says Brown Jr., 42, was trying to flee sheriff deputies when he was shot several times. An independent autopsy released by his family revealed that Brown Jr. died from a gunshot wound to the back of his head. I'm curious as to the official coroner's report versus the family's independent autopsy. Is that even out yet publicly?
Well, I think they had like the person was like second opinion, which compared to be the same because before the drawing was shown, they were saying that it was who said they saw they said homicide. That was before that person when they got their own personal coroner or medical examiner.
Well,
So
I
I
know
believe
that Crump, the attorney Crump, was in the middle of explaining it to the media about the
yeah.
gunshot. Hmm.
And so,
I wouldn't be surprised if it was him.
they said they're supposed to go to Washington D.C. They're gonna ask for the Fed or whoever to look into it to help and assist and come fly back down there again and stuff. But yeah, it was just, it's just something, how it is with this police homicide, you know, just for no reason.
It says that the Pasquotank County Sheriff's Office and the Elizabeth City Police Department both have jurisdiction to carry out law enforcement duties in the community. Both of those agencies can just basically go willy-nilly and do
Mm,
whatever. While there is no requirement that the county office let local police know what they're working on, it's been their typical practice to give a heads up, Horton said.
wow.
Yeah, it says the let's see, Albemarle Drug Task Force is made up of officers from the Elizabeth City Police Department. Okay, the Pasquotank County's office and an investigator from the SBI. So they all work together anyway, and we should have already known that. They just didn't decide to let other people know outside of that little group they're in.
Yeah.
Wow. It says members of the task force investigated and obtained the search warrant for Mr. Brown's residence, and representatives from all three agencies were aware that the search and arrest warrants were being served on the date in question. So they're putting it on the individual members of that agency that's claiming they didn't know that they knew, and they should have. People is basically what they're saying. Like they knew. So it's not on us. That's funny how they just people just don't take accountability for stuff. Anyway, let's see. More than 50% of the nearly 18,000 residents who live in Elizabeth City are Black, according to census records. But while most of the U.S. experienced waves of Black Lives Matter and anti-police brutality protests in the wake of George Floyd's killing, Horton said Elizabeth City remained largely quiet. Wonder why. Brown's killing, however, has brought the national outrage to the city, where Horton said local officials, residents, and visitors are demanding answers and records in connection to the case. Well, hell, if they were asleep, they woke now. Tell you that much. Tell you that much. Andrew Brown woke some folks up, unfortunately, by his demise. But the FBI confirmed it is investigating the fatal shooting as well. Brown's funeral was held Monday in Elizabeth City, where two of his sons spoke. One of them called his father his best friend. Says that Horton, who is also a mortician, told the Insider, mortician, that Brown's 7 children live in the community. While they have attended some public events in their father's honor, Horton said the children are mostly grieving in private as a family. And they're just saying that it speaks volumes about how the county has handled this, and not just about the situation, but it seems that they've shown no to little concern about harmony of the community, whether that's the next election or the community calling for resignation. Something has to be done. And that's what happens. They don't care until it's election time.
And then the bullets went through one of the neighbors across the little road. Went through 3 walls through his house, from the front to the back. Yeah. He said had he been running late for work, him and his wife, they normally had their coffee and stuff, that one of them would have caught it right in the head.
Wow. Okay, Rockin' Robin's going to bed, so good night. Thank you for joining. She said she has a question. There was an immediate order for Asian people. However, my question would be, when do we get immediate executive order? Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I read that. So Biden signed an executive order for some type of Asian protection thing, Asian hate, and we don't have that after all this violence that our people have endured throughout this time. We are still not getting any official reparation or accountability. Exactly. That is so true. So how is this the case? How is this the case? That's actually a good question. What needs to be done? Wifey crazy. Forever, welcome back. Yes. Welcome back, love.
Shout out to us tonight.
All right, Rockin' Robin I still call it Rockin' Robin. I can't help it, girl. That's like calling you your maiden name instead of your married name. Rocking with the truth. Okay. So good night, and we will see you next time. See you on Shot of Love, though, on Sunday, love. Or Saturday night, actually. See, she said, I believe if that picture was available, it would have been found before now games people play. The George Floyd law for police reform, ? Is that a suggestion, Priscilla? Priscilla is going to lead the way on getting this bill in place for us. Are we naming it after George Floyd, or there's so many people up to this point, and still on, even when George Floyd's, when the Chauvin sentence went down, isn't that when Micaiah was murdered by that police officer?
Yep, Dante Wright. It's somebody else too. What
would be a good name? We need. What's the Asians people? What's the Asians people? Hold on. Joe Biden, this is Huffington Post. Let me share this. That's a good, she done gave us a topic and dipped out on us. Well, thank you, Dr. Mo.
I believe let that sit right there.
Let me give you all this little nugget before I go. All right. Joe Biden signs executive order condemning anti-Asian racism related to COVID. Okay. It's specific to
Yes,
COVID.
COVID.
He probably
Everything
threw it into his
COVID.
COVID package. Let's see. He done threw everything in there. We should have
Everything.
had something in there too, because it's not just COVID though, but just says that President Joe Biden signed an executive order Tuesday condemning the wave of anti-Asian racism accelerated by the COVID-19 pandemic, a largely symbolic measure, but one that nevertheless stands in stark contrast to the actions of his predecessor, who actively fomented racism against Asian Americans. Oh, they said, wait a minute. Let me read this again. Are they basically slamming Joe Biden for? Okay. President Joe Biden signed an executive order Tuesday condemning the wave of anti-Asian racism, okay, accelerated by the COVID-19 pandemic, a largely symbolic measure. Okay, they're saying it's symbolic, but one that nevertheless stands in stark contrast to the actions of his predecessor, Trump, okay, 45, who actively fomented racism against Asian Americans. Okay, I got it. Yeah, there's Dragon 45. That's cool. So it says that, yeah, this order, it recommends that federal health authorities should make sure their COVID-19 response, quote, demonstrates cultural competency, language access, and sensitivity towards AAPIs. And I'm assuming that's an acronym for some type of Asian group. I don't know what it is. If you know, let me know in the chat. Or Kim, if you know, let me know. It also directs the Department of Justice to make more concerted efforts to address hate crimes and harassment against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders in partnership with AAPI community leaders. Yeah, we need this. I think we do have, I don't know if it's specific to African Americans. I think we do have civil rights laws in place for us though, right? They're not included. I don't think.
I hope so.
I don't think they're specifically included.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look into this because I was thinking the same thing. Like, how are they gonna just jump the line?
Right.
It's like we getting murdered. We getting murdered by authorities and hung still by trees in the South and all kinds of crazy stuff. And it seemed like they just get a little bit of slander on Twitter because of COVID. I mean, if more serious things are happening, I'm really sorry to hear that, but I know that it's not enough to make me go, wow, they are rivaling our people's torment right now.
Right.
I'm not saying that. They said former President Donald Trump continually poured gasoline on the fire, frequently referring to the pandemic using racist and xenophobic slurs, fear mongering against the people of Asian descent, and blaming China to distract his own shambolic response to the pandemic. You think they don't like Trump? Right. They called it shambolic. I ain't never heard that word. I like it.
No.
You're not just a sham. You are shambolic, okay? See, what else are they talking about? Yeah, more on that. But we're due reparations, in my opinion, in a monetary form.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm standing by that. I stick to that.
Me too.
Yeah, pay me my money.
Right, run me my money.
All my ancestors too. All that back pay.
Exactly, yes.
Let's see. What else is on my list here?
We had the T.I. Tiny.
Huh?
I seen you had the T.I. and Tiny shenanigans.
I did. That's last. That's for the little laugh. Okay.
Did you see where Bill Gates getting a divorce?
Yeah, that's on my. I didn't finish my "Do We Care" list, but that's on there. Do we care that Bill Gates and his wife are getting a divorce after how long? 27 years.
I think she got wind of what he was doing over there in India, and something about she wasn't in agreement with whatever he got going on with this, pandemic stuff, and they wasn't seeing eye to eye, allegedly. And she was gonna leave him when Biden got in office, but then he wanted to wait, want to wait, want to wait. So now they claim it just would never be a good time, so she just can't take it no more. That's what they was saying on the local news out here, acting like they was repeating a Twitter post. So I don't know.
I know they don't have no prenup.
Right.
So she's good whatever way she decides to go. Look like her way is out to the left.
Yeah. To the left, everything.
To the left, to the left. Go Beyonce. Let us know, girl.
This time, shout out to
What is it, Hotep? My goodness. So
he knows TT Kim on here. Oh.
He got his call on me like, come on now. It's enough of this.
Oh.
He's sitting right on my notes too. Oh, okay. I'm just looking at my notes. My notes end with my throat itch story. But I do have my list of throw him off the table. Hold on.
Oh.
He likes to fly. I be throwing him high.
I can picture that too. I'm gonna laugh.
I'll be like, we be having a good time.
Right.
So
me too with my animals. We be in our work.
I know. You and your zoo over there. So so we talked about Chauvin, the Chauvin Juror. I don't know if I finished because Kim came and hijacked us talking about Andrew Brown, but we needed to talk about Andrew Brown. I didn't have Andrew Brown on the list. I actually thought about it, but I was like, we talked about him last week, and I don't know. But thank you for the update. So let me just finish him up real quick because I had a little bit more on the juror.
Yeah. He been loose lipping, just talking, interviewing.
He is doing some real serious self-promotion right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so here we go. All right, so let's see. We were talking about the fact that he had lied on the jury questionnaire. There's 14 pages of questions on the questionnaire, and they kind of broke down where he lied, but basically just saying he lied with questions regarding protests and demonstrations about Black Lives Matter and stuff like that.
Right.
What I'm curious about is whether or not the picture that is in question or pictures were already posted during the jury selection, because honestly, it is up to the attorneys to yay or nay a juror, and both sides have the option to agree or disagree to a juror. And if those pictures were up already and they didn't do their research, that's kind of on them. But at the same time, I guess if he straight up lied, I mean, that's obviously wrong also. And that's actually bad for the case.
Yeah. He said that he thought they meant like, did he go to any rallies out there? He didn't mean to, because it was in a different state. So that's why he didn't say anything.
Well, I'm pretty sure he has attorney advice attorney counsel at his side with regard to this subject. I hope he does before he speaks anymore. You're right, though. He is a chatty, what they call him, a chatty patty? Chatty patty.
Something like that.
Yeah, he got loose lips, like you say, and they about to sink this ship of this case if he don't shut his trap and sit down somewhere. This thing ain't over. Jeez. Didn't they should have had that conversation before they ended the the jury session, the final one. Like, all right, y'all, don't go talking to nobody, especially the press, till he gets sentenced. We need to protect this case,
Yeah. That's all that jerk knee is, like a technicality or whatever, a monkey wrench thrown in there somewhere. No, but I don't think it's gonna work out. I just, of course, they're gonna think of every little thing to try to get another trial or appeal or whatever you call it. I don't know the legal terminology, but I had put the Lord in it. It ain't gonna work out in his favor, but it's still just a point, you know.
The
He
Washington Post goes on to say Mitchell told the Star Tribune he was quote unquote extremely honest during the selection process. So he's sticking to his guns. He's like, I was extremely honest, extremely, not just honest, extremely honest during the selection process. And when asked about his views on the case and his favorable opinion of Black Lives Matter movement. Oh, okay. So those are things he said he was asked and that he was honest about. He added that he told Nelson, the Chauvin's attorney, that when he saw the video of the Minneapolis officer pinning Floyd under his knee during the protest, he wondered why the other 3 officers at the scene did not intervene. So, which is a valid question. And that should tell you that he does feel that something was wrong with that. Like, yeah. Civil rights attorney Brian Dunn argued that while the photo is undeniably suggestive of a possible bias in the juror, the critical inquiry will be to determine whether the juror lied about or failed to provide complete answers on whether he has engaged in public activism or whether he has any affiliations with BLM that go beyond the mere wearing of the shirt. They're really trying to dig and reach and stretch. Dunn said that this will involve a careful review of this juror's questionnaire as well as the statements made in open court. And they're going to rake him over the coals and do it publicly because they want the people to be satisfied, because, you know, there's people out there who are itching to get this thing turned over. Yeah. It says if it is determined that the juror did not provide full disclosure to the defense, the question then becomes whether this lack of candor violated Mr. Chauvin's right to a fair trial. Dunn said, adding that this would require a much more detailed inquiry, typically addressed by an extensive evidentiary hearing. So we already have a history-making case and what is it? What's it called? The outcome of the trial, basically. It's a history-making case. And now we have a juror so hype about having a spotlight on him, because that's what I kind of feel we're getting right here. That he's just blabbing and blabbing, and now he done stuck his foot in something, well, his mouth, and the other foot in some shit, because he's smelling up the thing now. We don't need this. We don't need it.
Because they didn't say nothing about the other juror. The one juror, the lady that showed her face, she, I guess, spoke out that I knew of one time. And she didn't really say much. And then they had one that didn't show their face. They just read a statement that was one of the jurors or whatever. And then you just seen him just every day. And he just sitting there and he just talking. They probably was like, you know what, let's look into him. And that's just right up Chauvinist little butthole alley.
Yeah, I bet you somebody sent them that picture. Or you're right, they might have decided to look at him and use him like, oh, he won't open his mouth so much. You know? Yeah, they trying to teach him a lesson or use him, you know, as an example. Yeah. So,
and a person
in
of
the chat here. Y'all quiet in the chat tonight, huh? It is a Wednesday. I know, you know, could be a little slower of a night. Wonderful. Y'all probably mostly in the East over there in this chat here, probably. So I know me and Kim, we probably the only ones still early. It's just 9 o'clock here.
Yes, 9 o'clock. We're in this thing going up on a Wednesday.
Going up. Yes.
Yeah, shout
Cheers.
out.
I'm cheersing to success right now. I'm really on like cloud 9. Got a lot of good things happening. This is a good month for you know, I have to do my Taurus. Is it Taurus? Yeah, we in Taurus season. Yeah, Taurus season video.
And I'm gonna leave out and come back in because somebody's calling and the volume went down. Be right back.
Okay. Taurus season is here and the vibes are right, honey. This is a money month. Money, baby. Make that money, money, money. I made up a song today. I made up a song yesterday. Actually, I sent it to a couple of my people. One of them, y'all know Mr. Cobb. He was hyped about it. But yeah, I was ringing my bell talking about, you need to be open minded when it comes to life, when it comes to possible opportunities. And like, if you're on a certain path, you shouldn't be real rigid in your thoughts about what's to come when you are thinking about your future. And also it's really important to stay in the moment and stay in the present as much as possible too. You don't want to spend too much time in the future, because you got to live in the moment, feel what's happening right now. It's the best time ever. Think about it. In this very moment, as we sit here and we dialogue, everything is a-okay, right? Healthy, we're breathing, we got our internet going, we're able to communicate with each other all over the world here. And we're talking about just some stuff on the news, just vibing out. But we meet here for the most part every week, and it's a cool vibe, right? It's a cool vibe. So in this moment, we celebrate that, right? We're talking about being in the moment, Kim, and not spending too much time daydreaming, even though that's important. But you got to live and you got to be in the moment. That's actually another message from Shot of Love. I think it was the week before last, but nevertheless.
Let me write that down. I be writing stuff down. Okay. Living
Kim is she is the student, the forever student, which I think we all are actually. We all should be.
Yeah, I hope so.
We should be. So everybody's not though. I watched this one show. What is that show called? Married at First Sight. Married at First Sight. Where these people get married, they don't know each other. They ain't never seen the person. I don't know how they do it. Because I gotta see, smell, touch before you talking about marriage.
It's the old saying, like sperm, when it gets released, they just run around aimlessly. Just people are just really I don't know where they mind be at. I just don't know.
Supposedly they're relying on these experts who match them up based on, I guess, questionnaires, but they must do this just for TV because they match up the worst matches. This one guy, I promise you, he's just trying to cover up the fact that he's gay. Ain't nothing wrong with being gay, but it's something wrong with being having it being a secret and trying to marry a woman. But anyway, she is all heads over heels in love, and he, on the other hand, has never been in love. He said he ain't never told nobody he loved them, and he's not in love yet. And they haven't had sex, unlike the other couples, because they're married, but they don't know each other. That's the thing. But anyway, his whole thing is he's very motivated. It's for him about having drive, and he wants, to build a life with his wife. So he asked her, what do you have any goals? No. She's like, nope. He's like, oh, well, do you ever think about like what your life will be when you achieve things? Nope. She's like, I don't think about none of that shit. What is this? She said, what is this? A motivational speaking seminar?
It's what you call an adult conversation. What is the plan?
I know, right? Exactly. I was like, oh, she is so not evolved. Not at all. She's just
on there for
existing.
That's what she up there for.
What'd you say? She's what?
She on the show for the mun.
Some
people do them shows like naked
she
and
wants to keep her marriage. She want to keep her marriage, telling everybody everything's perfect. In the meantime, wondering why she can't get that D. I think she's on her knees, but she ain't. She's only giving and not getting. I'm trying not to. Y'all know what I'm saying.
I didn't know my choice. Lord knows I wish I
could. Again, another topic for another
day.
So yeah, I'm hearing. Didn't you send me this that there is another death after a vaccination?
Mm-hmm.
I think Moderna. Oh, okay.
Yes, the lady was from California. I'm not sure if it was Orange County or somewhere. But we also have one out here that was Pfizer and Johnson and Johnson. It's it's sad. It's crazy. And then they announced today on the local news out here in Vegas that I guess, Mother's Day weekend. I don't know why just Mother's Day weekend is so important, y'all, with this. Oh, we're expanding the capacity. Starting today is no more requirements and mandatory wear your mask in public. And the casinos are in full agreement. I hear bombing or fireworks or something going off now. Anyway, about at casinos and extended hours, everything supposed to go back to normal, allegedly. I thought we was in a pandemic just last night, not today. No mask. Oh, if you get vaccinated, oh, who cares? What the hell? Mother's Day weekend, Mother's Day.
There's a lot of money in Mother's Day, a lot of money.
And then they're upset that, oh, the pool parties can't open up. It's going to be delayed a week or two. Who cares? Like, but you're going to have these fools running, kicking the door in. They just cannot wait. The strip club, they're excited. They open up on the 8th. They're just, everybody just buck dancing, jumping around. Not me. Kimberly Yvette Felton will not be doing none of that. I don't care about nothing going on the strip. Nope.
Well, y'all be safe out there with these vaccines and whatnot. Like I said, I don't trust being around with y'all vaccinated people without my mask. Man, now it has to be a double mask after where I felt something jump down my throat today. And I was distanced, had a mask on, and I promise you, I felt targeted. It was like we talked for 2 minutes when she got back from running her errands. I don't know where she went on them errands either. I mean, you can't question the mama there, but I'm telling you, I'm side-eyeing her. Side-eyeing.
Say, where? Hold on, no.
Because this stuff is jumping on me.
I am on to you.
Exactly. I've been telling her that my whole life, ever since I was like a teenager. We're like, where you been? So, yeah, but anyway, yeah, good luck with the vaccinations, honey. I'm telling you, every day is something new in the news. Something different is happening. I think the one lady had a brain and a blood clot in the brain or something to that effect.
Yeah, the 18-year-old got a GoFundMe for her out here now. She's still in the hospital. They say her situation is non-reversible. Something.
But yeah, despite all that, everybody's flocking, but flock away, but be safe. I know y'all don't even have a choice of which one you get either. That's the thing for me. I need a choice at least. If I'm gonna do it, I need a choice. And I think there's a plant-based one that's coming out. So I know there's people waiting on that, and that's gonna be crazy. I can't even imagine the type of shit. Some people got limbs coming out their ears. I could just see all kind of stuff with that.
Right, 3 boobs and a camel toe. I mean, a camel or bullhorn or something. It's gonna be all kind of crazy mess going on.
So y'all hear about this Josh Duggar porn child, case here? He, I never watched the show, but I know he has a TV show with all them kids. Where's the picture of them and the kids?
What is it, 21 accountant?
There we go.
One of his sisters, allegedly.
Well, apparently these kids are a breeding ground for him to just be disgusting. And I think the wife is pregnant, or just was recently.
And she's been getting pregnant so many times that she's putting her life and health at risk, as well as bringing babies into the world that has, health and disabilities and stuff and birth defects.
And she's just turning a blind eye to everything, huh? Just laying on her back, pumping the baby out, and repeat and rinse and repeat and rinse and repeat. So they say that, TMZ broke the story. Josh was hit with charges of receiving and possessing child porn following last month's arrest by federal agents. When the feds got you, dude, it ain't over. If you ain't in jail when they come, you best believe they coming back.
Right.
Says he's pled guilty. In Wednesday's court hearing, the feds claimed authorities identified a computer with videos and photos of child porn in May 2019. A few months later, they claimed they connected Josh with the computer using the IP address. Wow. So it says that he was raided by the feds back in November of 2019, where his car dealership was, where he worked, was raided. How embarrassing to have your workplace. It wasn't, they didn't say he owned it. It's a little less, I think, if you own the place, but you are employee and they come raid the whole place because of your punk ass.
But you know what? I don't know why I thought that maybe this is another family, or I could have sworn years ago that they said it was one of the brothers had been, touching on one of the sisters, and that's why the show got canceled,
That
And
might be a different show because there's a couple of different shows. I think he even has a son. If one of these people has a grown son doing the same thing, has a bunch of kids, it could have been that. I don't know, but this guy, it says that they seized the computer from his office, plus his iPhone and a MacBook from inside an RV. He just had an RV. They found that stuff. He was doing some nasty stuff in that RV. During that raid, and the feds say child porn was on the HP computer. Josh, who's facing up to 20 years behind bars and fines up to $250K on each count, wants to be released from jail on bond pending a trial, claiming he's too famous to be a flight risk. C. R. Kelly.
Right.
C. R. Kelly footnote.
Another hemorrhoid.
The judge has yet to rule on that request. I'll be curious to see how they rule on that.
Right.
I'll be real curious if because he needs to, first of all, he can't be around them kids.
That's what he's itching to. Yep, that's what he's itching to. He can't wait. They never reform. Like, they're like, when these people are sick. They are sick.
So moving on, I talked about that Peloton treadmill last time, how it killed that baby. Yeah. And I don't know if y'all heard, it was all over the news how Peloton recalled all of the treadmills after inquiries on the death, or I'm sorry, injuries and one death. So they had to recall all those treadmills. They have bikes also, but that's a big deal. They had to recall all of them.
Yeah.
So I find this interesting only because I know a couple people with these things. And I mean, I just feel like, well, they don't have kids. So I don't think, but if they recall all of them, that means I guess they're going to replace it. I would hope. But
yeah,
is it worth it? Is it worth it? Let me work it. I don't know why Miss Elliott just popped up into my head.
I know. I was just thinking, like, is it worth it? Let me work it.
Hey, growing up in the hip hop era.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just wanted to follow up, being that we spoke on that, or that I spoke on that topic about how dangerous they had been reported to be, that now they are having no choice, it seems, but to recall all of them, probably because they've been about to be sued up the yin yang about it. They got to show that they did something and that they took action. So where else are we talking about? Oh yeah, I read about this story. I was like, what? So let me see. This dad pulls his daughter. They live in New York. He pulls his daughter out of the school because, let me pull up this page. He says that wokeism, they call it wokeism. Well, this is a different story, but let me see. They call it being woke. He said the school is a woke school in New York, and he said that they teach the kids, what he means is the white kids. He didn't say the white kids, but he's white. He says they teach the kids to feel bad about the color of their skin. And it's because they're teaching true history probably now, instead of the lies that, we were taught.
And the withheld information.
All the withheld info.
Let's see
what we got. I'm looking for this story. Josh Dugard will be released. Oh, what? Hold on. Josh Dugard will be released on bail until his child porn case trial in July, despite having more than 200 porn images on his seized computer. As DHS agent says, it was in top 5 of the worst that I've seen. And he's getting bail.
Right. See, See this.
Well, they say his case starts in July, so that's just a couple months away. But
He probably already got
what?
doing the same mess.
I hope R. Kelly don't get no bright ideas
Oh,
trying to use
I,
this as some type of precedent for himself.
I hope he know New York not gonna be playing. I will hope they not gonna play that mess.
I'm still scrolling this thing.
How did he get killed? That just, oh my gosh.
That's white privilege.
Yeah,
That's what that is. And where is he going? They just gonna
right.
leave him home? I guess I could have read the story. I don't want to. He disgusts
But
me.
probably we, they that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And the wife probably like, oh
Oh,
well.
now Caitlyn Jenner trying to say she's not a Republican. Ha! Good
Since
try.
when?
Nice try. Because Californians, we don't be playing that usually. I don't know what happened with Schwarzenegger, but we learned our lesson, I think. I hope so. Let's see. What the heck? Husband and wife had chunks bitten out of their ears by a brutal attacker who shoved a wooden block in the man's eye as judge brands the assault horror movie. And they're black. Oh God, it's horrible.
Oh wow.
There's a lot of sick news in this online thing. Who is this? Fight Club, another Miami massive brawl breaks out at Miami International Airport over masks 1 week after 7 people fought over seats on a plane. Traveling is ghetto as hell.
Yeah, they did say it was a brawl. They said flight stewardess have been quitting and stuff, but they said it's too much, it's dangerous. They getting their ass. I mean, they getting their rear ends whooped.
Well, we might as well watch it.
They said people are peeing on the plane.
Let's see what this is about. Of course, there's an ad. Oh my God, that's a man on a woman.
Is that a woman that he's beating up? Oh my goodness. Look at these people. And everybody's standing around.
Or a guy with locks. Maybe that's a guy. Oh my gosh. This is at the airport?
Wow. Look at his pants hanging down and stuff. You know what? They all she get bust upside the head. Now that's a girl getting involved.
COVID just everywhere, child.
How you have braids down to your damn bottom of your feet?
Oh my gosh, she getting tossed around like a rag doll.
Right, like Raggedy Ann.
That looked like Deb Antony in the yellow.
Right. We don't know. Never know. Oh, Lord have mercy. She just gets all fucked around. She don't know what the hell going on.
This is a mess.
The way she done got slung around, she don't even remember what flight or what city she is.
She gonna be in pain the next day if this is not the next day.
Got whipped around, y'all.
Oh my God, that was ghetto.
That was ignorant. That
was just ridiculous. Hold on, let me get out of that. So I don't even know what just happened. But it says a video posted to Reddit. Reddit has all the crazy stuff on there. Man in a yellow sweatshirt grabbing a woman, it was a woman, by her neck and pulling her to the ground in an airport terminal. Another woman joins the fight, as we saw. Another man tries to separate the fighting passengers. Eventually, a fourth woman grabs one of the fighters by the hair, tries to break them up. None of those filmed brawling have been identified. The incident reportedly started after one of the women refused to wear a mask. It came just over a week after another brawl at the airport when 7 people fought over seats on a plane. Wow. I'm tripping after all these people traveling. Like, just because they say everything is open, I mean, is that what we're doing?
Right.
Oh, Miss Della.
Miss Della, hey.
Hey. Yes.
Am I
Miss Della over here,
Avatar?
Miss Della over here. Oh.
Yes, you're an avatar.
Thank God.
You're a blank face.
Everybody
Like
would have hung up.
you like a ghost. You like a ghost.
That's
It's
right.
all good. I'm glad you joined us. What you got to say? I know you got something on your mind if you joined us.
Well, I couldn't write all that, so I said, just let me join in. So yes, Miss Kim is hello everybody. Miss Kim is correct.
Hello.
Um, I did see on the news where I believe it was 1,300 cases at incidents. At the airports fighting. Kim is right. Somebody urinated. Somebody spit in the
Wow.
child's mouth.
Oh,
What?
what?
Oh yeah, somebody spit in the child's mouth. One guy had to be restrained for the whole until the whole and they had to reroute the plane. He tried to open up the exit, the exit hatch. They bust him in the head with a bottle and everything. I mean, it's just everybody just losing their
I
minds.
know they say they having like just unlimited drinks too on the plane, like the toe bag. That's like off of that movie. What was it called, y'all? Soul Plane or something like
Oh
that.
yeah.
They was
Oh,
partying,
wow.
but that's ridiculous. Now, see, I would have called a murder case spitting on the child. Oh, see, because I'm old school the way I was raised. Yeah, mm, mm,
A lot of
mm.
people doing a lot of traveling, I see.
I know
Yeah,
And they
people tired. They ready to
stretch
spread
their
out.
legs.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out what's happening with this behavior. I mean, are these people vaccinated with the J&J? I think that this vaccination stuff is doing a little more than we might think.
So it ain't got nothing to do with the vaccination, and you know that. And I'm tired. My fingers was hurt. You need to get your ass vaccinated. You sit up here talking about you got a scratch in your throat. I can see you probably freaked the hell out. And you
God
know
is trying to
me.
probably spray the whole house.
I
Oh,
just
I
had
was out of there too. I'm like, I gotta come back here. We're gonna have to do something. We have to figure out something.
Miss Kim, she ran straight for the hot tea.
I did, and I put some rum in it. Sure did.
Miss
Sure
Kelly
did.
saying I'm tired.
I can see her name. Like, oh hell no.
You
I'm gonna
know,
tell you where I wanted to go. I'm gonna show you actually where I really wanted to go. As soon as that
I
happened to
want to
me,
live with the animals.
I'm gonna show you where I wanted to go.
I want to
Where is it at? Oh dang, did I lose it?
by the water. I go to
Oh
the
dang,
shopping stuff and the pineapple and coconut trees and stuff and
I gotta
everything.
find it.
I have a great time. All the
I gotta find
exotic
where I want to
birds.
go. Hold on, hold your phone, honey, before we
I
end this broadcast.
I be there talk to all the animals and everything. And we'll be just fine.
What you talking about, Kim?
I said
Talking to
by
the
the
animals?
water, on like on the island with the exotic birds and the coconut, pineapple trees and stuff, and the water and the fish, everything. Hey, we'll be all right. Yep.
Well, after that incident happened, when I felt my throat was attacked by a virus and jumped into my throat and instantly affected me, I felt instantly sick,
No,
like
it was the
instantly.
negative energy trying to stop you from coming live and didn't want you to hear me and Miss Della. That's all.
She'll be getting
No,
she'll be
I don't
getting a
know.
COVID test tomorrow, Miss Kim.
I doubt it. Here, this is where I want to be, though. Let me just tell you. Have y'all heard of Jeff Bezos' company? You know Jeff Bezos, the guy who owns Amazon.
I was
Yes.
gonna say that name sounds so familiar.
His company, Blue Origin. You heard of this? It's a space company, and he's auctioning off flights to the outer space hemisphere or the edge of the hemisphere. I want to go. He said so when Jeff
I
Bezos
thought
space
you were gonna say you want to go on an island or the beach somewhere.
I'm trying to go I'm out of here. I got to get up out of here.
But you're
Yo,
not gonna leave us.
ain't no place safe down here at this point. The air is the air, and it's you can't keep it, a jar and get rid of it.
So in
It's
California, when you guys are out in the street, are you required to wear masks?
We are. Yes. That's why people are trying to overthrow the governor. They feel like he is being too cautious. When Jeff Bezos, what about where you at in Maryland?
So I'm going to say yes, but I will say I don't care because I am fully vaccinated. I will keep my vaccine on. I will. I'm afraid to take it off.
Yeah, because it doesn't make you immune. You can still get it. I mean, they're just, basically they're saying you're not going to get sick. You're not going to be sick enough to be in the hospital and die. So,
and remember, I just
but
had
you
a
can
scare.
You can still make somebody like me sick.
Oh yeah,
Probably
Kim,
because you
let's get
don't
to
even know if you're sick.
California.
Now I stay in Vegas, and I just hope. Well, hopefully it won't be mandatory or nothing. And I just been so far. It's been working out so far so good. Me, my kids. My biggest fear is just my daughter and especially my father, because they have pre-existing health if issues and problems, so and disabilities, and I can't handle that. I just can't.
Do they suggest? Do
Something
they
doesn't happen,
do they suggest for your daughter to get vaccinated?
Oh, they tried to, her doctor's office tried to send a text and a phone call asking me, do I want to bring? No, I do not. No, thank you, but no thanks. Have a great day.
So you really got to keep her, like, you got to make sure
They're like, well, we do
covered
it
up.
here, and I know you do it there, but guess what? She won't be there.
Well, guess what? They ain't got this COVID in outer space, and Jeff Bezos is making it happen. It says when Jeff Bezos' space tourism venture Blue Origin flies its first astronaut crew to space this summer, one seat will go to the highest. After teasing the announcement over the past week, the company said Wednesday it has opened an online auction for one of 6 seats aboard the New Shepard, its suborbital vehicle designed for space tourism for the July 20th flight. Woo!
This man got too much. This man does not know what to do with his money.
The opportunity to fly above the Kármán line, the intentionally recognized line of space. So there is a line drawn between Earth and space, and he is going to the line, honey. The Kármán line.
Speaking of
they're thinking about getting Amazon healthcare now. I think we talked about that before.
So I think didn't they pick it and stuff, try to get unionized?
Oh yeah. So
yeah,
and then like to put prescriptions. So for my at Kaiser, it takes 3 to 5 days. They're guarantee you to have your prescriptions in 1 day to you.
Oh yeah, they're getting into the pharmaceutical delivery business.
Yes, and then the next thing they're gonna be moving on to healthcare.
Wow.
At your door.
Speaking of vaccination, they announced too on the local news out here. I don't know where it's been announced anywhere else, but that they're closing down some of, like, the Catherine Center was a vaccination station place, whatever you want to call it. But they're like, some of the sites are gonna be, shut down, no need anymore, allegedly starting Monday, So people could just either, if they at the hospital or doctor's appointment, they have the option to give it if they want to.
That is the Florida. Well, you already know Florida, Ron DeSantis, Trump is there. They've already shut down all their sites. Ashley has been a decline in getting vaccinations now. Even though I know our lovely president wants 70% to be done by July, it has been a decline to the point where they're even, they're trying to give you gifts to go get it. I believe football, Super Bowl tickets, they want to give like 50 tickets away.
Yeah.
So they trying to reward. You hear that, God?
I heard, and they have it out here where they're trying to get, because they're about to approve the 12 to 16 age range, right? And I think in Canada they already got approved, so they're going to target this age range. They said that they are the drivers of. Now they're the drivers. They change it every week. It's somebody else, but they're saying they're targeting these kids, and they're offering here in LA a scholarship opportunity they're having people compete to basically spread the word and get people to get vaccinated. So if people get you first, you have to get vaccinated, then you have to go get people to get vaccinated. And if they say your name when they do, if you get a vote, then whoever they win 10,000, the next
Yeah,
winner gets 5,000, and the next winner gets 1,000.
yeah, they're offering like vacation, flight deals, gambling money, all kind of stuff out here, honey. And I'm just like, you know what? Because they know it's gonna be some dum-dums or gift cards for Walmart and stuff like that, or however it goes. And it's just like, okay, but you're
I
gonna have
mean,
to.
if people like Della who get the vaccine and it's fine and that's what they want and it's good, I mean, great. But I just always look at a something for free, and especially from the government and the powers that be. And they paying these celebrities, every time a celebrity come out and say something, they got a big check. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
It's not out of concern. And we don't
Yeah.
even know if they really getting the vaccine. Remember when they were showing officials on the news getting their shots? We don't know what was in there. It could have been
It could have
saline.
been right, straight saline, distilled water. That we don't know.
Yeah,
How would we know? We wouldn't know.
we wouldn't
No,
know.
so you don't know. So my husband had like a disease where he could not get. He can't even get a flu shot, so he couldn't get the Johnson and Johnson. I said, I know several people who took the Johnson and Johnson, and they were down for over a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they don't tell you when you get there, so you don't
Right.
know until you get inside there. Tell you what shot you're going to take. So I wasn't allowed in when he went in. However, I told him, if you get in there and they try to offer you the Johnson and Johnson, you tell them no and walk out. But we both got the Pfizer. So you don't
Okay.
know what they're gonna give you. Nobody
Right.
wants Johnson and Johnson. It's like DC is offering, that site is offering Johnson and Johnson. You got, what my area is Pfizer, and then near my mom area, they in her county they're offering Moderna.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what,
Interesting.
Stella? They out here, they're like, they tell you all the bad stuff and the side effects and the death tragedies, and then they go, oh, but yeah, you can get vaccinated, like it's safe or whatever. We got people out here with the Pfizer, Johnson and Johnson that done, either died or they fight for their life, and
I
they're
think
dying
I think
and
they should
young.
ask for, so especially with the Johnson and Johnson now that it's been proven to give blood clots. I think before they give you a shot, they should do some type of medical. What's
Right.
your medical history? But they don't do that.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes too
You
much
go
and
in,
sense.
not
show
only
an
that,
ID, show an ID, take a
right.
seat, and they call you right on in the back.
And then you
Right.
know what else too? People that have allergic reactions to certain things, because like my daughter, they have to make us, like when she had to have her surgery, something that could, when they got ready to put her to sleep, because some of that medication that when they sedate you has a little bit of the not the Depakote. She was allergic to Dilantin. She was, yeah, it has Dilantin sometimes mixed in medication. They put you to sleep for procedures, and she was allergic to Dilantin. She was allergic to it was two other ones, and they had to really research that. That's why they flew her neurosurgeon in from California, because he was able to put together. We don't know what's in them shots or whatever, and they claim they don't know either.
Well,
Outrageous.
they mean they better know. They claim they don't know. Well, how they gonna know if their patient should take it or not? Because you should be able
I
to.
think they asked. I believe they asked if I was on blood thinners or something like that. I do believe they did ask me that.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, they need to be able to. Your doctor should also be able to tell you which one is best. I think if
No, so due to the fact of how fast, how chaotic everything is, the shutdown and all that. Your doc, I remember trying to go to my doctor, like I told you, I'm the sickling of the family. Oh my God, I got a sore throat. Oh, you don't have the symptoms. You couldn't get the shot. That man have told me that for months.
you were trying to get it.
He probably was
Della,
trying to
Della
low-key
was trying to
save
be
you.
first in line for the shot, y'all.
And
He
You
said,
know,
"Okay,"
he told me no, that I was not eligible.
and you don't even know he was blessing you.
yep, he was trying to save you. He was trying to say it without saying it. You know, sometimes they do that. They'll tell you, yep.
He's like, boy, that Della, she's an eager beaver.
Well, that's
She's an eager one.
that's because I believe at that time they, they were
Yeah.
trying to make sure they have available ventilators for the people who actually needed them back then. Remember,
Yeah,
there was a shortage in the beginning. It was chaotic.
right.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
devastated when they shut everything down. My casino. I thought I was gonna lose my
I
mind.
know you were like, I know you were like, get me out of this house.
Speaking
Wow.
of casinos, y'all, they act like like the Palm, a few of the other station properties and other casinos. Oh, they won't go open back up no more. They're gonna get torn down. All those people got let go out of a job. All of a sudden today, oh, the Palm is gonna expand. They're gonna put an addition there, and then the other casino. Wait a minute, y'all just said a year ago you got the gate all around it. It's been shut down. Now all of a sudden it's back open, effect, and everything. We're going live. Like, really? Nah. Nah.
That when money talks, everything
That is
open.
true. That is true. They don't care about that. Take your
No,
own. You at your own risk.
exactly. Look how they opened up. Well, I know in California, Disneyland opened this past Thursday. You have to be a California resident though to go for now. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, you have to be a California resident, even though the Florida Disney World has been open. And I believe, I think as long as you're wearing a mask and you don't appear to be sick, because I looked at the guidelines. I was just curious because I have family members who went to Florida, and I'm like, why would they go to Florida when they could have came here? And then I looked and saw that because you ain't from here, you can't come here. This is why I like the governor. People don't like that, but I like the fact that he's protecting us.
And see,
You know what I'm
See,
saying?
our
I don't know if
governor
that's
out
the
here,
governor.
our governor out here is a party guy. He wants to get with it.
No.
and
Well,
He was jiggy with it when it first hit.
a former president.
a former president that you have a lot of people thinking that the virus is fake. So
Oh,
people
yeah.
die of a flu every year. It was Antifa that attacked the. So
Right.
that's why we're so divided, like right now. That's why everybody is being bold and get your black ass out or using the N-word and everything else. One of my coworkers told me she had to tear this lady apart the other day. Asked, who the hell you think you talking to? I mean, these people have lost their minds.
They sure have, or they're really just being true to themselves.
Well,
Just
due to the fact that the people at in the insurrection felt that I can't believe we are being arrested. We're
right.
prisoners.
That entitlement cape fell real flat on that note. That cape can't fly you nowhere today.
Oh my God, I gotta send you a text. So I gotta send you a text. I don't
Well,
know
I
if
don't
you
have
can
my
pull it.
phone.
No, I can't. I gotta find it first. So
Oh,
on our news around here, they put up a poster. This is not Trump's fault, and got a picture of got a picture of Biden and Kamala Harris like sitting in poop, and it actually say these are the two shitheads. I couldn't believe it. This is wide open. I
what?
see it on Saturday when I ride up the road. This is right here. They just put it up. They can't take it down. They said they're not, but I'm gonna send you a copy of it.
Wow.
Down.
It was on the news.
Oh,
Free speech, I guess. Wow, that's so disrespectful.
yeah, it is.
But that's what they do, Della.
The games they play.
That's what they
I
do. They
know. It's
they
okay.
want to spin the narrative however they can and get as many people. There's people who are still kind of on the fence about things and don't know where they want to go and what they want to do. So they will listen to whoever barks the loudest. The squeakiest wheel gets the oil.
Give
And I guess
give up their life for a liar.
yeah, these people don't have a life. to do that? You know, what kind of life do you have if you're dedicating yourself to somebody like that?
Yeah.
And that means you're aligned with that, and it makes you, you know, you must feel good about it. I don't like that at all.
Right.
Neither do
So
I.
yeah, it's kind of scary just to know, dude, this is the people we live around. This is, you
The
know, we
truth
live.
is, so what he's done is Trumpism has brought out the best versions of themselves. That's exactly what it is.
They pulling off those masks, those white hooded masks.
Remember in the beginning when people had to first start wearing masks, and the guy walked into the
Mhm.
one of the so, well, you know where I'm going at, and he had
Yep.
a KKK hood on. When you told me to wear a mask, then it was terrible.
He's like, this is the one I wear at my meetings.
Oh wow.
That's
Mm-mm.
crazy. That should be illegal, and they don't even call them terrorist group.
Nope,
No,
That's
they
like
don't.
they
nope.
should.
They really
And
They
don't.
like
all
they
the shootings.
demonize. Black Lives Matter has been demonized for just its message alone. Black Lives Matter is in itself just a statement, a message. It doesn't
Yeah.
really have to do with the organization. People have issue with the organization. There's a lot of things with that, but the statement in itself is what it is, and it stands alone, I think. So there's no
Yeah.
argument, you know.
There is a
But back
video.
to
Yeah.
can we talk about Jeff Bezos? Because I'm really trying to go to space, y'all.
Yeah, so you got enough money to bid for your seat?
I'm about to.
Okay,
I'm
there
about
you
to.
go.
Mhm.
I'm about to. Oh, I gotta send you. Oh yeah, I'm putting my emails together. Yes,
Just
big
give me whole tap.
pimping,
Just give me
spending
whole
cheese,
tap. Give me whole tap.
big big spending. Hey, Jay-Z just apologized for that song, by the way, Big Pimpin'. Y'all know? Did you guys hear that?
No,
Do you know the song?
no, you
Um,
know me.
Well, apparently he's apologizing because he's talking about big pimping, spinning cheese. I mean, I could pull up the
oh
lyrics,
yeah,
but
he
I'm
be
pretty
like, I'm pin by blood, not relation. Y'all be chase some, I replay some.
the Black Album, baby. Um, you know what? I feel like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you even? Was
Right.
anybody thinking about it? Was anybody saying
That's
in
all it is.
anywhere that Jay-Z should apologize for big pimping?
No, I
I'm
told
gonna go
you
on
things are
a
changing.
I'm gonna starve myself and chain myself to this tree until Jay-Z
Right.
apologizes for big pimping. Yeah, I don't think anybody woke up and thought about that. So why he actually decided to come public with that, I don't know. I mean, these people, anything for attention, you know.
Because he had that album with Nas and them and Megan and all that paranormal, and he wanted, bring attention and oh Lord have mercy. Mm-mm.
Well,
Well,
either
this is
you
why
guys
I'm
go
trying
to
to.
a movie theater.
No, I haven't been
Oh, my
no movie.
son
They
wants
open
to
it up.
wants to go. He's like, you got to go to the movies with me. I said, for him, I would do it. Honestly, I
To
would put
see
on.
what the new Jason statement, whatever his name, movie.
Who?
What y'all want to see?
I don't even
I
know.
don't even know. I don't even know what's
Everything I
out
watch
there.
is on cable, on HBO Max, Netflix, Disney, or yeah, cable.
Or
I do
us.
still have some cable channels. They about to end though. We about to
Hmm?
end this cable. Me and this cable relationship. It ain't. We finna end this. It don't make no sense because most of the stuff is online. Is
So,
everything online?
so we'll talk later, and I'll give you the Soul Player $24.99 a month. Every
Oh,
one on there.
well, yes, please.
I thought
Give me the
I can
hookup.
do it. I've had it now for what 4 years now. Every channel. I can get stuff in California. Everything. We'll talk
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
you need to hook me up. Definitely. All
Home
right,
Yes.
Della holding back on us,
I'm not
but
holding back. I thought you
she
knew.
she getting a little more friendly with us and trusting us
That
a little
is
bit more.
true.
Miss Della gonna be back.
She coming online. She already back.
Yeah.
Della's back. Yeah, she be sending me pictures of deer and stuff, y'all. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bet the greenery is so beautiful. Oh, the animals. Oh.
We got to wrap this, y'all. I got to go get my phone. I got to go back over to that COVID house. I'm telling you, I'm going to tell my mom.
That was the COVID house now. And you know what? It's 1:45. I have
I'm going to tell her
you about these late ass meetings.
I'm going to tell her it was early tonight. I told you, and I texted you. You could have said, I said 8:00. I mean, I did 8:10. Not bad. Not bad.
It was just something
Better than 10:00. It's not 10:00. It's Saturday night. It's reserved for the late night.
It's 9:40.
All right, we're gonna end this, but I just wanted to bring to light that Jeff is getting the people out to space, and I'm going to space, y'all. One of these,
we're gonna take a collection up for her, Miss Kim.
It's gonna happen. I want to see how this first one plays out. I don't want to go till I see some test runs. Now, I'm not trying to be the first test dummy. You know, no offense to people who do things first. But
somebody got to take one for the team. No,
I took one for the team already.
Wink, wink, wink. Yeah, wink, 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 wink. Let me play this video. I want to see. Let's see what this is. I think this is it.
We've been perfecting our ability to launch, land, and repeat, inventing and innovating, so that we can explore the great beyond and protect our home.
And protect our home. You hear that?
First time astronauts will fly aboard New Shepard. We're auctioning off the first.
God did not say woo-hoo.
Yes.
So that
I go in the ocean. I go in the ocean.
Do something.
I think that's what we don't. They gonna show the little feather. That's cold like fish. Can't trust that.
I want to know what the biddings look like.
Kim, are you talking through the commercial now? What?
I wonder what the bidding is going to look like. What the bidding is going to look like. Is it going to be?
Oh, the bidding. Well, listen, I don't know, but it's only one seat available apparently. But listen to this. I was just thinking based on what they just said. They said they try to slip in there. Oh, and to protect us. So what they trying to say? Who's trying to get us?
She said our home. She said our home.
Our home, to protect our home. You know what? This sounds to me like the beginning of some other industry of space, which is more so security. You know how we have security down here? It's a big business. Risk, they call it risk management. Well, I feel like these people with these companies, the money who could do this, they're trying to provide security. It's a war. People are coming into, people been coming into Earth. The gates have opened. I'm telling you right now.
The gate.
He just sent me.
Who the hell left the gate open?
Priscilla just sent me something, showing me something other sighting. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you look in the sky and you see stars that are shaped in a triangular set, it's like a set, 3 of them. It's more than one, and they look like triangles. It's different size. Look at them closely, because what they look like to me are parked vehicles. Just look at the outline, and they're just parked. It's like it's a couple of them, and they're different sizes. I'm telling you right now, triangular shape. And Priscilla just showed me a video, which I can't bring it up because it's in my Instagram. Can't log in on here, but telling you.
When I left out and had to come back in, my sister telling me about go outside, look in the sky, and she was like, I don't think those are like stars. And she said they were moving around. That's what they was telling. So, I mean, that's what they were saying.
Oh, dang. I didn't even see Priscilla checked out like 20 minutes ago. She said she wasn't feeling good. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But we got to wrap this anyway, because I got to get me another hot toddy. Well, first I got to go get my phone. Then I got to get me another. Take me a nice, I'm gonna take a nice little bath. You know, I'm gonna do some cleansing. I'm not, you know, I might even do the Rhine thing. I don't know if I'm gonna do that tonight, but definitely gonna do that tomorrow, if not tonight.
And send me and Kim a pic when you at the COVID clinic getting your test.
That's not gonna happen. I'm telling you, I have healing powers.
And you guys. I'm only messing with her because I know she freaked the hell out when she her throat.
You should have seen me when it happened. Mom, you should have seen me. You should have seen me. I haven't moved so fast in such a long time. And I left my phone. I was like, dang it. But oh well.
your head, got it.
Yeah, I swear I had smoke coming from my feet. I'm out of there. I'm out. I'm telling you, something is attacking my throat right now. Right now. I don't feel good.
Okay.
Felt like it was alive, crawling, going down into my everything, going down into the belly.
They call that tailpipe.
Look him over here
They
talking.
call it back in your tailpipe and your condom head like a
Oh yeah, I was out of there. I was out, just like I'm out now. So I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for joining. Love y'all, and
Love
coming
you
back
too.
Saturday night. Thank you,
Okay.
Della. All right,
Thank
Miss
you,
Kim. Thank you.
Bye,
All right,
guys.
y'all. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.